After we pre-treated the bottom sections with Green Star, we're going in with Magic Wheel Cleaner and rust remover. Then we're going to hit it with the entire car with super foam. This may seem overkill to some people. We're going to hit the entire car with super foam and just let that grab everything, pull everything down. Then we're going to go in with active foam for the actual contact wash. But we're just going to let this chemical go to work. It's about 70, what do you think, 70 degrees right now? Yeah. It's about 70 degrees. So we're just going to let this go to work. We're going to let these wheels and this paint just marinate. And the rust remover and the Magic Wheel Cleaner before we apply any kind of soap over it. We're going to put the soap over it, let that do its thing, super foam. Then we're going to rinse, and then we're going to go into the contact wash. So this car is ceramic coated with the 1-year coating, and it normally does not get to this point. So it's been a while. This is post-winter, getting that spring cleaning. You guys aren't using Green Star on your mats. Look at that. Use Green Star on your mats. We just pull the mats out, hit them with Green Star, and most of the time, we don't even have to scrub. We just rinse them when we're done with the car, and they look perfect. Then we hit them with the Gummy Fix. 4 minutes in, we're just gonna hit this with super foam. For those of you who don't know, super foam is a high pH wash. In this stage, we will do a few things. We'll go around with the brush and hit the edges. But other than that, we're just letting this dwell. And then we're gonna rinse. That's with us today. So we did Green Star just on the bottoms and the tires as a quick pre-treat. But it wasn't crazy effective. We knew it wasn't going to be as effective as MS treatment. And we normally don't do this, but we know this vehicle, so we don't want to touch it. It's in very good condition. We just want, you can see the color. We're just trying to pull off as much as possible before we touch this vehicle. I know some people will be like, oh, that's overkill, all that product. We're only using like 1 ounce of product when we use this stuff. The rust remover, yes, the RRR and the Magic Wheel Cleaner. Yeah, they're expensive, but they're doing their job. This is what we wanted to do. We wanted to pull all those contaminants out of the wheels, pull all those contaminants out of the paint. So I'm hitting all the hard plastics for no cover. What you got there, Sal? What are you hitting it with?
The Green Monster.
Perfect. That's a perfect application for the Green Monster. He's getting good coverage. And it has a good amount of scrubbing capabilities with that Green Monster. And I'm using the Viken brush. You get this through Detail Division. It works absolutely amazing on all these areas. It's a perfect size. Look at that. It gets in there. I like it. Look at that. Look how it fits perfect here. Some of the brushes are too bulky to get in here. This one, easy to maneuver. Gets in there, scrubs nice. Don't forget this top part right here, guys. A lot of people forget that. This is a heavy pre-treat. We normally don't pre-treat this heavily, but this vehicle definitely needed it. And I'm not hitting any of the paint. Notice I'm following the edge. That's why it's nice to have a good brush. And I'm not getting the inners. Sal will go through with the Green Monster and get the inner parts because those are dirtier. See the precision on this brush? It's like a nice paintbrush with that nice precision. We're gonna give it a rinse. And this rinse should pull off a good amount, considering it has the iron remover as well as a super foam. I'm actually going to leave the magic wheel cleaner on there with the soap. When we rinse, or when we apply the active foam, that's when I'll go through and actually give the wheels a scrub. I'll let this chemical keep working. You can already see the difference. We don't need to get everything off this first rinse, because we are going to be soaping one more time. That first pre-wash, you can call it, was simply for all of the hard plastic and all the grimy areas, so we don't have to spend any additional time with the contact wash working on those areas. So when I hit it with the active foam right now, what we're going to do is we're going to hit it with the active foam, then we're going to go through and do the contact wash on all the paint surfaces. So we don't have to use any of that time to work on any of these plastics, so the plastics are already been cleaned. So now most of the work has been done. Now I would say we're at a point of a normal, a normal maintenance car wash as far as condition. Okay, so we're gonna hit these mats before they dry out. You gotta be aware for me too. I gotta get through here. Just let this dry, let them do their thing. Now we're gonna hit the active foam and go. You good?
Yep. I gotta hit that bottom part.
What? Right here? You get the bottom on the other side?
No. I can do the other side.
You get the running boards?
Yeah.
Hit the inner barrels with acid prior to the rinse. Actually, I'll hit the whole bit with acid. Running boards with acid. These had water spots on them. This is diluted 4-to-1.
Final rinse is being done, so right now all wash media is being put away, getting ready for the next step. In Korea.
Looking good, guys. Oh yeah, it's definitely getting there. It needed it. It needed it.
I know, man. It was dirty.
Yeah.
It was that one this time.
It's well protected, so. All right, little tip when we're doing the grills. See how the grill is clean? But you see all this reflection. So this is not dirt on the grill here. This is reflection from this bottom piece. So just make sure, if you want that clean, nice clean look on the grill, to go in and hit the underside of the grills. That way the entire thing looks clean. Otherwise every other one is gonna have this nasty look to it. See how they all look clean now? But watch this side. See how it looks dirty right there? Looks dirty. Looks dirty. So you get it on these bottoms. The higher quality the towel is, the better job it's going to do at the cleaning and the grabbing. That's why we don't compromise. We just go with the highest quality.
This towel is ridiculous. this can, this kilo right here, medium. I don't even want to do anything to a car than to just dry it. I'm your dry specialist. This time, I don't want to hear, have you gotta try the Terminator. No, I don't want to hear none of that.
All the crazy names.
I don't need to hear. This is the only time.
Look at that, guys. Look, and we haven't done our final wipe or anything on this.
Don't at me. Don't tell me you need to try. I don't need to do none of that. This towel right here. This is just different, man. This is thick.
So look at the clarity. Look how clean this car is. This truck is. With minimal effort. You know, you might say, oh yeah, you guys use all that product. You let the product do the work. We let the product do the work. And to get this quality, yeah, we'll use whatever we got to use. And so should you. You shouldn't compromise. This is, we still have about 2 more steps we got to do. We're going to do a paint prep step, and then we're going to put a sealant on this joint. So, but when you're using nothing but the highest grade products, the outcomes are faster, the outcomes are easier. Even the mats came out super clean. You know, all we gotta do is put the finisher on it. Dummy fix. So if you guys are looking for this type of quality, Clin Korea, KCX, details, we'll link everything. Okay, so now that the wash is all done, we're gonna go through with the panel preparation spray and get this thing paint prepped. This is the most important stage prior to applying any type of protection, sealant, ceramic coating, anything that's not water applied or foam cannon applied. You want to put this on before. We're using the Evo, the small Evo. This towel gets extremely close and it grabs extremely well. So we want to make sure everything is off the surface. So we're spraying the panel prep, letting it sit for a second. Then we're going back through and removing prior to applying the sealant. And if you're skipping this step, you will not see the lasting effects of your sealant. So your sealant's not going to last as long. It's not going to adhere to the surface. It's not going to bond to the surface as well, and it's not going to sit on that surface for as long. So this is very, very key. Do not cheap out on this step. Now it's time to apply the SO2, the sealant. I'm going to be using the Clin dual-sided coating towel. This towel, oh man, I can't say enough about this towel. So many sealants I've tried to use and I had problems with it. They're finicky, they're streaky. You got to remember, they're curing on the surface anything that has any good amount of protection. So removal is pivotal. This towel here, you have this very short nap on one side and you have a longer nap on the other. I usually apply with this side, remove with this side. Fantastic towels, super soft. They've lasted me a very, very long time. They come in a 2-pack. I don't use them very often, only when we're applying sealants and when we're removing coatings. And yes, they're expensive, but trust me, if you've ever had the headache of going through and trying to put on sealants, coatings, or whatever, and it's just smearing, not removing properly, you're having to massage it in for a long time, or maybe you just have to panel prep it off and use something else. This here, you won't have to compromise anymore. Whether you're spraying the panel, whether you're spraying, obviously you want to read the directions if you're working outside like us. On most occasions, things are going to change. There's going to be variables. There's wind, there's heat, there's, you know, the temperature of the substrate. All those things are going to factor into play. But this towel right here will fix about 80% of the problems you have when it comes to applying sealants. At least from my experience, this is what and nothing comes close to this. The knockoffs, the cheaper versions, the other brands, they're not cutting it. This one right here, dual-sided coating towel by Clin Korea. I'll leave this one. We'll tag all the microfiber that we use. But this one, for me, has been, we'll do a full video on it because I could talk about this one for a long time. Time for the black trim using the Clin Korea Softy series. This is why I like the Softy series. Check this out. So I have Gummy Fix in here. Look at that. One swipe and it got everything. Nice and even. I'm not having to spend extra time in there getting all crazy. Clean Korea, man. Quit wasting your time, quit wasting your money on all that cheap stuff. Get the real deal. Clean Korea. The innovators. So I'm also using this for PSS for this tonneau cover. Check it out. This is what it looks like now. Fresh, brand new. It looks glossier than it is in up close, but even at the black trim here, and then that's how foggy it looks, how nasty it looks without, and look how clean it looks after the knockdown. Go from, and this stuff is great. PSS, it's a solvent based dressing, silicone free. This stuff is amazing, love it. Goes on super easy with this here. All these cracks, everything one swipe. Clifty, Clean Softy series, PSS. Again, this combo, guys. KCX and Clean. If you want to do top quality work, easy cheat code.
And the FSC, we hit it with gummy fix. So there's some overspray and a little bit left over or some water spots, a little mineral buildup. So FSC is going to take care of it, clean it up, finish up real nice.
Finished up with that bed. Check it out. Okay, and that's a wrap. This is what we're working with. So that's for everybody who asks, how do you guys get your cars looking a certain way? How do you guys do it in a timely fashion? How long was that, Sal? Interior and exterior?
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours and 3 minutes.
2 hours and 3 minutes. And that's with talking to the client for a little bit. And that GMC Denali. I think this is a 2020. Very particular client. These are the expectations we set for our clients. These are our standards. You guys saw how we do it. We don't compromise anything. We don't compromise the product we use. We don't compromise the time that we put in. We don't compromise the resources that we have in order to get the best outcome every single time. So that's it. We'll catch you guys on the next one. That thing looks brand new.